Boom. YouTube session 5, episode 2 out of 2, maybe, probably, we'll see. The horrific clattering of the train. Actually, you guys are knocked out, so you don't actually know what's happening. I thought these were longer.
What do you mean?
What she said.
I was trying so hard not to say it.
Just reduce it just a little bit more. Move you all to the Bracken map, if I can find it. Bracken planet map, activate. Somewhere in the Aphotic Zone, as you guys let's all of you give me a con save.
Sure.
I think I have a thing for that.
Durable, what does it do? No, it's only health. Nothing about this one. So I will just make the con save.
Not bad.
Oh wait, is it? No. Okay, saving throw, yes?
I don't have a thing for that.
Ooh.
Yikes.
I guess friction grip helped me not to die.
Sure.
Wish I could say the same.
Just buy it.
1, 2, 3. Dr. Harjacc. There you go.
Fuck me.
The first to awaken a human, you cast the bent sheet of metal from yourself, and you kind of emerge what is basically a burning oven. The train, the train cart, which is a rectangle, is now a coin smashed in the edifice of the cave above you somewhere. You are in. You have several different parts of train car around you. Some of them on fire, some of them are actually frozen because there's coolant leaking. One of them has made the tunnel an irregular shape. You kind of root around a little bit. The cave is actually fairly large. It's about 200-300 feet tall and maybe twice as wide. And you're at the very bottom of it, and you are wading through water through about it's up to about your knees. Immediately next to you, Lumiya's fist kind of breaks out of, for this plastic containment thing, and Lumiya crawls out and gets up.
Well, shit. Is there anyone else, human?
You're the first hand I see.
Oh, fuck. This was a bad idea.
You know how deep we are because I can't see shit. I have some glow sticks. Hold on, let me.
Yes. Let's. We will activate our glowing roads together.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
All right. The way back is pretty much. So the craters in the wall, the water, when the train collided with the walls, the hyper pressurized water was released and it acted like mini grenades. So the side of the tunnel is now made out of craters, and the level of the water around you slowly increases as the water kind of drains against the sides of the tunnel.
Who transports high pressure water?
And this much, maybe 80,000 tons.
Oh, fucking just put fucking water buckets on. It's
It's
raining
incredibly
outside.
ineffective to use pressurized water. That's it. It's
The generators
very
are
strange.
like always.
Back or forward?
Maybe we should look for more. Can we look for more survivors? Do we see anything?
Sure. You begin to kick around through the debris, and you come upon a Neron, who immediately, when you move the debris around him, Neron, you're kind of jerked into wakefulness. You have struck your head, but you're otherwise fine. And you crawl out of this, covered in cables and either coolant or maybe oil or even normal water. In a miserable state.
Found one.
Fucking hell, guys! What happened?
Oi, my man. Right, yo. I'll just go check, any wounds on Neron.
You guys have been through worse, but not much worse.
Oh well. It seems that Empire did not lie, and in fact, I didn't know about the water. Like, who the hell would even bring water? Like, this is stupid. Okay, sorry. I'll
Anyone
go
else alive?
Clean. Human's here. He found you.
Second hand, I find.
Yeah, we probably need to go check others as well.
Yeah.
So, start looking as well. If
You're searching,
all
yeah.
right. It seems you're all right.
Do you guys split up or do you stay together?
I'll split
let's
up. I'll
stay
just move.
together.
As soon as Neron is awake, I'm just gonna move on and check more garbage.
Alright.
I will follow Neron.
All right.
I'll stick together with Human.
All right.
I don't
so
want to
you-
meet
Then
any scavenging or like
Yeah.
patrols from the Empire here alone.
If Neron go for us human, I will divide from them.
Divide. Okay. All right.
I basically ignore Neron and keep searching.
First, second. Neron and Human. You travel a little bit further down, and there's a relatively intact car. As you approach the relatively intact car, the door slides open, and Penn slides half dead out. Penn, you fall to your knees. You kind of lose your strength for a little bit, but then you rise as you see the glow sticks illuminate the familiar faces of Human and Neron.
Is everyone all right?
Welcome back to the
Are
land
you
of the
all right?
automated.
That was, I would say it was reckless, but I was planning on doing the same thing, so...
Well, nobody expected this to happen.
Question is, why did they have so much water?
Yeah, they were very thirsty. And then I just continue on walking, checking more boxes.
As you circle around the other side of the train, impaled upon a stray piece of pipe is a stormtrooper.
Oh,
He's
fuck.
still alive, although not for long, and he's trying to pull himself out, like pull himself off of this thing,
Ugh.
so he can drop to the ground. And the moment he does that, obviously, the artery that is severed is gonna start bleeding out, and he's gonna instantly die. And he kind of looks at you. His helmet is no longer there. He's not a clone, obviously. Clones have not been a thing for 15 years. He's just a mercenary, and his eyes are filled with like bloody tears and fear. And he kind of pulls himself off a little bit, and he's at the very edge, and he breathes, help me, droid."
I grab his I put my hand around his throat, lean in close, and ask him, "What's up with the fucking water?"
The water. We're bringing them water. They want water. They don't want money. They want water. Please.
Who?
The guys in the Aphotic Zone. The guys in well 16. I don't know. I just follow orders. Please. I'm in so much pain.
Do you know anything else? This is your one chance.
He's
Time's a
bleeding out the
ticking.
spike.
I slowly start to lift him off the spike, blood being slowly released more and more. Do you have anything else?
He says, as you pull him off, the little spike kind of rubs against his heart a little bit, and he's like the lower side of him like paralyzes, and he begins to die, but he's no longer in pain because you've severed his like spine, his central nervous system. And he says, you're not gonna make 10 kilometers back. You're not gonna make 10 kilometers forward. You're gonna die here, droid. The Mistborn are gonna get you. And he dies.
It's Mistborn.
That was useless.
What the fuck?
I pull him off the spike and check if he has anything valuable on him.
Yes, you uncover 100 credits. Let me put him over here for you. Add the 100 credits to your. There will be a week's pay for these guys. These guys are just being paid. He has a blaster rifle and some nades. How do I do this? I kind of don't want to move you guys. Do you have a party stash that I can put him in? Should have a party stash, right?
No, I don't. You can put it on the ship.
Well, no, I'm gonna put him in humans' inventory.
Yeah, fair enough.
He's still got room. Fragmentation. Not charge. Grenade. Fragmentation. Yeah, but these are tiered. Macros. This is enhanced item. Boom. Let's see, is this the one I wanted? This is the one I wanted. You have 2 of those. Did you add your credits?
Yep, I did.
Yep. And a blaster rifle. You can throw this away if you want. Yeah, that's all we had. His armor is totaled.
Right. Can I use the blaster rifle? That's something my class can do.
I believe you are proficient in simple blasters. Yes, you can use the blaster rifle. You need ammunition though.
Yeah, okay. That's a
I'm
problem for later human.
I'm gonna give you some ammo. What's the ammo code?
Power cells.
Power cells. Somewhere. There you go. 7. Alright. Cool. And yeah, this guy dies. Meanwhile, the camera pans away through Lumiya, who is wading through water. This particular train car was ripped in half lengthwise. The bottom part flew off somewhere and pancaked against the side of the tunnel. But the top part is looming dangerously over you, Lumiya, as you shine your glow stick. Dr. Harjacc's face swims out in front of you. And kind of gives you a bit of a fright.
I will immediately use one of my medpacks on him.
Alright.
So quantity now 2, and you can roll your hit dice plus your constitution modifier.
Is my hit die a D8, I think? That sounds right. I don't see it on my character sheet.
SW5E. Your hit dice is where is it? It's 1d8. So you
There we go.
add 1d8 plus your con.
Yep. Harjacc spits out a bunch of filthy water. And is he like floating, or is it like shallow water?
It is shallow water. It is up to about your thighs.
He stretches his arms out. All right. So what's the situation?
It's pretty bad. I'll show that fact that the bottom part kind of disappeared, and there are also more people alive. We did found H.U.M.A.N and
Neron.
actually maybe we should check the comms. I'll go say on the comms. I found Dr. Harjacc. Anything else on your side?
Cool. Your comms are working this far underground.
Not working.
They are working this far
Oh,
underground.
they are working. Okay.
Yeah. It's the storm
Well-
that messes with them.
Okay, I'll just ask, did you find anyone else? What's your update?
Found a dude. He's now dead. Said something weird. We'll talk later. Click.
Good. Could I try to look around to see if I can find presumably the officer that said that thing about the train flipping?
Will Penn nothing? No one will say anything about Penn is alive? No? Okay.
Yeah, Penn is alive.
Okay, thank you. I'll go the information to
The
Harjacc.
random dude the human was referring to was
Yeah.
a stormtrooper. Don't worry.
Yeah, okay. Penn, H.U.M.A.N, Neron, Harjacc, everyone here except Jarrus, but
Present.
I didn't even see him in. So he probably fine. Before we fall off. I don't know. So let's go and meet the others. Follow me, Harjacc.
Yeah, Harjacc will he'll find his hammer staff wherever the hell it landed in the water and flick on the flashlight on the bottom of it.
All right. You guys start wading back through the water as you emerge through this. As you emerge from this bifurcated train, up on a pile of debris emerges a single stormtrooper. One of his arms broken, but in his other arms he's holding a rocket launcher, and he says,
Shit.
"You motherfuckers, for the Empire, kiss your asses
I will
goodbye."
immediately shoot him before as he says. I'll try to shoot him.
You
Then I try to do
you
it.
draw your gun and you shoot off a shot, and it bounces off one of the plates next to him, and it ricochets and it goes away. But before he can fire his rocket,
shit.
there's a single sliding, almost wailing slash through the air that cuts him clean in half at an angle, him and his rocket launcher.
Oh,
Both of his sides fall from another from separate parts of the hill, and you guys turn to shine your lights at that mini cliff, and you just see his giblets rolling down the little hill of debris. There's nothing there. Whatever killed him
That
is
sounds
not
good.
there.
Okay, we need to move. We're not safe here.
Can I make some kind of like investigation check or something to see if there's any evidence something was there or like
Sure.
a blast mark or
Do you want to get up there?
sure, I can get up there if I need to.
Yeah. All right. You start making your way up through the treacherous the treacherous bits of debris and floating like support beams and plastio sides of the train. This is some part of the train that has been pancaked on the ceiling above you, and it's fallen down to form a mini mountain. So you start climbing this thing, and it's actually very treacherous. Give me an athletics check.
What about acrobatics?
Sure. As you parkour up these narrow beams. Yeah, you make your way up the little hillock, and it's actually this train that is pancaked against the wall. On the other side of the hillock, all of the wall has drained up and made a little tiny reservoir thing. So there's maybe a couple of 100,000 liters of water in here. It's made a mini lake. And you shine your light in the lake. The water is jet black because the onyx stone underneath it is jet black. But above it, where the train has slid along the wall, it's kind of made a little bit of a ditch. And inside, you see raw ferrite crystals growing on the inside of this thing. This would be a good mining spot if you guys can bring some equipment here and mine this stuff out. That'd be at least 50, 60, maybe 100 tons at 5,000 credits a ton.
Wow.
That's maybe
Duly noted.
100, maybe 50,000 credits in a single payday if all 5 of you put your downtimes in this and bring some equipment here. Anyway, whatever killed him is in the water. No sign of it.
I am going to pull out my blaster and just fire into the water.
The lake is the size of a small reservoir. So, maybe several football fields, wide and deep. There's so much water in the train.
I'm just gonna take my best guess of like what direction it seems like that guy got attacked from. I'm just trying to disturb the water and see if anything responds to it.
Yeah. Let me see. Okay. One moment. Yeah. Do I have these guys started? I do not. Train 2. I need to buff those guys. Let's see.
Put some stuff on the Braca notes so you guys know.
What? Some notes?
And handouts. First thing is notes. Some notes in there.
I don't think I follow you. Sorry.
Oh, on the 5th tab journal is a Braca master handout.
Master handout.
Yeah, in the journal, yeah. He's referring to the journal. The Braca master handout. He's written stuff. If you open the journal and all the way down, it says Braca handout.
I see. Okay.
And in the notes, I'm just adding some stuff that we encountered, so you guys know.
Good thing.
This thing is not statted yet, but it is gonna come out and say hi to you,
Boy.
Dr. Harjacc. You shoot your blaster, and the blaster kind of illuminates as it travels through so it's not a bullet, right?
Right.
It doesn't refract. It doesn't treat the water as if it's a solid thing. It evaporates the water around itself, so it basically does a little trail of boiling water as it travels down. It kind of illuminates the massive bulk of this thing. It's a large creature. It's maybe twice as tall as you are, and only a little bit thicker. Its legs are stilts. Well, I mean, I can show you it as it raises fully in its size. So I'll put it in the master handout from the Aphotic Zone. This will be the Mistborn. Can I do it like this? Oop.
The Aphotic Zone is not visible yet.
Yes, I
Ross.
know. Moment, please. Mistborn copy. Delete. Save. Yes, thank you. I believe you guys can see it now.
Yes.
It is in the master
What the
handout.
What?
Yeah, its little robotic legs, its little servos kind of whirl as he towers above you. A single glowing yellow eye regards you curiously, Dr. Harjacc. And he says, "You will take the pain away, or you will take the pain upon your back. You cannot leave, not yet. Remain." And he kind of swims away. He goes back into the water. He's not swimming away from you. He just goes back into the water now that you've seen all of him.
Yeah, Harjacc's gonna jump back down the side of the debris hill and say, right, there's some kind of spooky asshole up there. Let's avoid him.
Describe a little more. What do you mean?
You see
Some
him
kind
as
of
well.
droid?
Oh, I
You
do.
see him as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it is a mechanical creature. Yes.
Oh, that's interesting. Probably something to do with this zone or whatever. I don't know. So, like, what do we just stay here? I mean, I guess we already have everyone. Let's just check the train. I guess maybe we will find some hoverboards if we were lucky.
You continue wading through the debris, and you kind of reassemble with the rest of the party. Let me generate you guys. Well, we have to use this map. We don't have another map. Can we use the train map? We can use the train map. We use the train map. Let me generate you. Campaign Excel. So there's more things about it at a cursory glance. Quick notes, nope. Master list, no. Sleepers, no. There's an armor. Loot tables. Alright. Over here. Yeah, well, I don't want to put them on the other map, so we're going to use this map just for the purposes of distributing loot. Shooting. New pile. Open pile. Don't touch it for just a second as I put the other stuff in. There. In you go. Grenade. Frag. Oh, no, it's the macro. Rotation. Three.
So while the group is back together, I tell them I find nothing of interest. No cool boxes filled with shit on my travels through these dark tunnels alone.
Okay.
Did you guys find anything?
Like some kind of a mechanical
A
dude.
cryptic, angry robot.
Oh, cute. What's her
Probably
name?
Go talk. I don't know. It was very mysterious.
Maybe carbine.
Style?
Yeah.
And update. Alright, here's an item pile here. If you move around it and double click it, you can just draw shit. Move Dr. Harjacc as well. Don't add any credits. In fact, one of you pick up the... Well, no. Hold on. I can configure the pile so you don't duplicate the credits. Insert macro name, other settings. Pile, sharing settings, sharing enable. Sharing enable, currencies off. So, alright. Loot away. Oh, and this power belt.
Can I take the conductor, guys?
Boom. Yeah, first come, first serve. Take whatever you want.
What's this Andrus stuff do?
That is a
Additional D3 when making an ability check
that's a drug.
at the end of the high.
Mm.
Okay, just a combat stimulant.
All right. So this is what you discover at a cursory glance. If you want to spend your entire downtimes here, I'm gonna go one step above, and I'm gonna generate another loot pile for 4th level characters. If you want to spend your downtime here, looting through this stuff.
4th level characters?
Yeah,
Course.
I'm gonna generate loot as if you were another pile of loot as if you are 4th level characters, because there's a lot
Oh,
of stuff
gotcha.
here
Gotcha.
that survived.
That's interesting.
I do have to stat these guys now, so I will do that.
Alright,
Oh.
you guys can.
If there is a hostile robot, they presumably know these caves, right?
Well, you guys moved the cave, pretty much. You changed the shape of this turn. Yeah, as you shine a more powerful spotlight further on in the tunnel, you see that the tunnel is actually curving to the right, but the train, the locomotives were so powerful when they detached that they made a mini nuclear explosion. So they dug a second tunnel that is turning in the opposite direction and goes for about several kilometers. The locomotives were absolutely disintegrated, and whatever is left of the Imperial garrison was probably in there, so they're disintegrated as well, unless some of them evacuated somehow. Yeah, you can still, well, obviously there's no reason to go left, so you can go forward or you can go back, more or less.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't think like we kind of need to find a way how to get out of the cave. So let's go try to find some. Maybe they have the speedsters on the train or something. I don't
Yes.
know. Maybe.
None of the vehicles survived, or you don't find any.
Okay. Fair enough.
You are on foot, and the Aphotic Zone is the size of Asia.
Oh, joy.
Could be worse.
We're gonna need a guide.
We do, yeah, I mean. Well, the robotic guy said us to stay here, I think, but I don't think we should do that. I don't know. Maybe.
That
maybe.
seems like
Depends
a
what
bad
they
idea.
want. Maybe they want to help.
Maybe. Maybe not. I'm
Did
not
you ask
sure.
him nicely?
He said some really cryptic thing that sounded like we were gonna suffer under some circumstances.
Hey, the Empire has been ruling these areas for a while now. Maybe they have been suffering and are just a little bit cuckoo from it. They might need just a little friendly help, right?
Maybe.
Sure.
Honestly, have no idea. For now, let's just go forward, I guess. You know, if they're like, they're on this place of. Sorry, I'm confused after the train hurts it out of my head.
Which one of you guys is best with sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand? Why would we need sleight of hand?
Well, the thing is, I still have a nice little restraining bolt in my backpack.
I mean.
So what we could do, we could sneak up on one of these things and pop a bolt in his head, and find out what the fuck's happening.
Are you okay with it?
I'm suggesting it, no?
Okay, sure. I mean,
Just temporarily see what they're up to. We can take it out. We will take it out. Or we'll take it
Okay.
out, depending. But who's best at doing that?
Probably our Jedi. I don't know. But
It
he-
sounds like something I could do, yes.
Why don't you take that then? Can I give that to you?
Sure. You guys go on the hunt for the infamous Mistborn.
No, not for the hunt. We just, go forward, and if they, appear, then we can, try to talk. And if it doesn't work, then,
Well,
but
I think it's best that we sneak up on them instead of them on us.
I mean, we can't really sneak up if they're in the water. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to go into the water. So the best course of action is just to go now. I mean, they can find us anyway. They will have advantage anyway. We can't really do anything with it.
What's stopping us from just following the railing of the train, of where it was going?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we just go,
Yes,
and
it's-
if something
The fact
bad
that there are
happens-
robots suffering is stopping us.
We don't know if that's the case.
Well, that's what Harjacc is telling us.
No.
Well, the robot said that we
I didn't
would
say it was
suffer if we
stopping
don't.
us. I said there was a robot that seemed really edgy.
And we are nice robots and droid friends, so we will help them.
By sticking
If they ask for it.
I mean, if they don't.
That's a
want to
really
kill
heavy
me-
we we're using.
It's the royal we. The royal we.
You're the king of droids now?
Not the king, just a friend. As you are, because I'm traveling with you.
Sure,
Didn't
if
put a
the
bolt in my
droid-
head yet.
If the droid asks for help, I'll try my best to help it.
So we're just gonna let them suffer.
He seemed pretty much. It was a very get off my land kind of vibe.
Alright, fair enough.
Except he said specifically to not get off his land.
He said you
Well,
couldn't.
Yeah, but in a way that says "get the fuck off my land."
I'm just hearing a bunch of anti-droid rhetoric. That's all I'm hearing.
no, it's not anti-droid. I mean, we will pay for something. I don't want to pay for anything to this droid. I mean, I don't really like paying anyone if there's no reason. So
It's a droid that lives in a dark, damp cave.
Yeah.
He's
I
not gonna
mean,
ask for credits.
He's gonna. Then what?
As soon as you're not
ask?
pro droid, you're suddenly anti droid. These people.
I mean, like, I just want to get out of here. Can we just go, please?
They
Yes.
know this place. I think we should ask them.
I mean, if they appear, you ask them, okay?
Fair enough. As long as a Jedi holds the restraining bolts somewhere close by in case they turn murderous.
Sure.
Okay. You guys continue in the direction of the traveling train.
Yeah.
You travel for about maybe half a day in the darkness, and the water pooling at your feet now reaches your waist. It doesn't look like it's gonna be getting any deeper here, but the problem is that these Mistborn things, they live in the water, and now there's a distinct opportunity for them to ambush you guys. Not that you can go anywhere, and give me a marching order.
Is there any more debris out here?
There is debris for miles. So you've
I
been
say
walking for.
Jedi up front, by the way.
All right.
Yeah, I'll go up front to
Alright.
keep
Gets
an
the
eye on.
lightsabers, so yeah.
I'll be behind the Jedi.
All right.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Is there like any debris that seems to be floating on the water? Perhaps we could have some kind of skiff situation.
Yeah. As you contrive this thing for you to ride, and you kind of propel it a little bit forward, you reach a place where the debris is protruding a little bit from the water, so the skiff that you create begins to grind against the bottom, and eventually it becomes impossible to sail. The terrain is just too treacherous for this. The water in this tunnel is coming from the water that on the train. It's not a natural body of water.
Can I was kind of choking on this water earlier. Is it like potable?
The water. Do you have the scanning device thing?
I just meant it as like an RP thing earlier, but like I was saying that I had water in my mouth. Is it potable? Like, did it taste like anything?
You were. It tasted like your own blood because you were in a train crash, and you got punched in the face by a crashing train. So you were bleeding inside your mouth. So it tasted like your mouth. But you kind of investigated now. Go ahead and roll either survival or medicine. You kind of give it you touch it to your lips and you give it a sniff and you regard it for purity and stuff. Already, even in the palm of your hand, as you scoop a little bit out, already long straight pieces of what looks to be copper or maybe some crystalline structure begin to float. So whatever the side of this cave is laced with, it's the same color as the ferrite crystals. So the ferrite crystals begin to culture in this water. This entire small river that you've created here is already contaminated. In fact, crystal begins to grow on some of the higher places. So all of the water here is going to take the water and it's going to turn it into crystal.
But all the water is going to crystallize.
In about 5 days, you're going to run out of drinking water. Whatever you have on you, you have about 5 days of it.
All right. I communicate that with the group.
Well, let's just hope that, train went far enough that we can go away. I mean, not really much we can do.
Well, maybe ask our droid friends around here.
Well, if he appears...
I'm not gonna push the points.
I mean, you can go find him if you want.
I want to lead a search party for those weird droids. Who's with me?
Party?
There's only the two directions that you can go in, and you've already chosen a direction. The tunnel is very
fair
loud.
enough.
It's about a mile wide, but you
Can
kind of
I yell into the void?
the girth.
Can
of
I
it.
yell into the void?
Sure.
Just as loud as I can. Rise! Silicon siblings!
It hurts. Come on, man.
Way to ring the dinner bell.
Any
Nothing
response? No?
Nothing happens.
Alright, fair enough. I gave it a shot.
To my hat, I guess. Oh god, let's go. Come on.
You let's see, everyone give me a perception check.
Sure.
Perception.
You come across a crossroads. A train car lengthwise is blocking the tunnel. You can go underneath it or above it.
As always, I will link this to you. Nice.
Yeah, let me see.
Did it linked? It didn't. Why it didn't?
Nope.
I did press it. This.
Aha, the Pathfinder. Difficult terrain doesn't slow your group down. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Neron and Lumiya. Lumiya's powerful Pathfinder feature. You're kind of pathfinding, kind of navigating through this tunnel. As you reach this lengthwise train car that's kind of blocking the tunnel, you decide to go above because below would be a perfect place for an ambush. And as you climb this little hillock, about half of it, it's maybe 1 kilometer long. At the very top of it emerges a lone gunman and points a sniper rifle at you guys. And he said,
Not Imperial.
Not Imperial. And journal. What is it? It is a Bothan.
Oh.
A furry little little half Batman thing. With him, kind of hovering behind him, a Chadrafan, and he says in Galactic Basic, he says, "Wait, you're not Imperials. You're the guys that derailed the train."
How do you know that?
Because nobody else would be mad enough to do that. You just spilled 80, maybe 100,000 liters of water in the tunnel. If they ever, and then he kind of stops, and the Chadrafan says in its squeaky voice and in its own language, it squeaks something at him. I don't suppose anyone speaks Chadrafan.
I do.
You do? Okay. The Chadrafan says,
I have the.
Yeah. The Chadrafan says, "Yeah, but the tunnel's gonna crystal up all of this water here. They may not even need to. They may not even need to clear a path here. They'll just take this stuff and they'll salvage the train, and that'll probably end the operations." The Bothan says, "Yeah, my friend is right. I mean, well, I guess the Aphotic Zone is now mercifully free from the Empire, so I shouldn't shoot you. I should buy you a drink, maybe." And he puts the gun down. And he says, "What are you doing here? Nobody comes here unless they have to."
I'm gonna be so honest.
Free
I've
droids from
completely
the
forgotten why
Empire.
we're here.
Well, it seems, you see, I will show, like, my, calculation and stuff, like this is here, some scientific bullshit number one, and, it connects to this thingy, so I really need to scan it. Can you, do you know anything about this?
He says, "Yeah, you. Some of the roughnecks call it the nut. It's the biggest ferrite crystal source. It is in the middle of the Aphotic Zone, more or less. Yeah, I know what you were referring to. What do you want with it?" And he puts his gun away, and he rolls a glow stick to illuminate the passage between you and him, and he kind of starts approaching the Chadrafan, energetically moving, fidgeting around him.
Yeah, well, there's this thing. Neron, can you please help me explain in basic terms, well, what we're looking for?
Sure.
Source of unlimited energy can prove useful.
They look at each other, and the Chadrafan says, "It's possible." The Bothan says, yeah, the nut, the center of the Aphotic Zone. The problem is that that's the size of, the nut is the size of one of Coruscant's moons. Sure, people can get to it, but, the closer you get to it, it does weird things to the mind, and it destabilizes, time. It destabilizes space. You arrive at it at one point and emerge at another, or you don't emerge, or you go in a young man and you come out an old man, or you go in an old man and they find your corpse 2 weeks later, but you are now
these droids in the tunnel?
He says the Mistborn, yeah, they come of it. They are droids, but they have, organic coprocessors and stuff. They grow limbs and stuff. Like, they're droids, but they graft flesh onto each other.
Oh, cute.
So,
You should
why
stay
do
away
we
from
need
those
to
guys.
do this? They're human. I believe you're already good mechanic. Need any flesh? Right. Well, is there so? Do you know anyone who tried to go in there?
I know plenty of people that tried to go there. You
Do
guys
know
should.
Any successful people?
None that have returned. The Chadrafan squeaks, and Human, you understand before the rest of the party do. The Bothan says, when they get there, they don't want to come back. The Aphotic Zone calls to them.
It's not gonna be a problem. There's probably no credits there, and nothing can stop me then, because credits are outside that zone. So I will be fine.
I'm not stopping you. In fact, I will lead you to, out of the goodness of my heart, I will lead you to N3, and you can talk to the Roughnecks yourself and
Awesome.
gear
My
up.
name is
Hey,
Lumiya.
that's not how you reward. That's not how you reward people who got the Empire off your back.
Okay. I'll give him a handshake. Say, my name's Lumiya Dexter. What's yours, my good man?
He says, I'm Ego, and this is my friend Dasnam.
Dustman and who else?
Let me put those in the master handout. There you go.
Master handout.
He said-
in the game.
Yeah, I got it. I
In the
got it.
Ego and
yeah,
Dustman.
in the
Okay,
Bracken
okay.
master handout in the journal.
Okay. Okay.
Let me show YouTube as well, because I
Alright.
don't think they've seen.
Well then, Ego, could you please lead us to where we can sleep, because my head hurts. I'm sorry. Like, this was a while. Split some blood. I really need to lay down for a little bit.
He says we need to, the Mistborn are gonna attack. It's
Uh-huh.
they always know what time it is, and they always attack at night, even though it doesn't matter down here. Somehow when it's light outside, they're calm. They hate the Empire as much as everyone else. So the Empire they kill gladly, but the rest of us, they're gonna come in the night. And you guys get to help us keep watch. And he leads you to the top of his little scrap mountain pile where they've already started building, what's it called? Like little barricade things. And he says their spears have about 15 feet reach. And once they plant themselves with those stilts in the ground, you can't approach them. So if any of you guys swings melee weapons, you are dead weight. You're supposed to fight them with blasters and stuff.
But like, what do you mean? Like, is it gonna like they will deflect everything, or well, what do you mean?
I've seen them intercept a blaster bolt. But no, they are very proficient with that scythe or that spear, whichever one they have.
Okay.
Obviously, there's two kinds. There's the spear one and the scythe one. They're slightly different, but the main way that they fight is the same.
What do these mistroids want?
Nobody knows. They speak in platitudes, and they kind of make stuff out. And one day, they're gonna lead you through the Aphotic Zone. They're gonna lead you through the boneyards safely back to N3, and at other times they're just gonna skull fuck you in your sleep, and nobody's gonna see you again. They're just gonna see your. Tomorrow, the other work group is just gonna find your flayed body. Nobody hunts at night.
Oh, I catch one.
Catch one? No. They never travel alone. If you see one, there's more. Why do you want to catch one? Are you insane?
I want to talk to one. I want to meet one.
No.
They say never meet your heroes, but
Whatever they say, it's not gonna mean anything. It's gonna be some bullshit around you not belonging and you having to leave and stuff.
of course you'd say that. You're not a droid.
Your funeral, mate.
The guy from Space Australia.
He says. So yeah, they've made a little bit of a little bit of a square, and they've put down their sleeping bags, but there's enough room for you guys to settle up as well. And he says he looks at his data pad, and he says, we are almost in the danger zone. Another hour or so, and they're gonna be lurking all around. There's no way for them to sneak up on us here. So you want the opposite of ambush. You want wide open areas so you can see them coming and gun them up from a distance.
Fair enough.
You're gonna get your wish very soon, Mr. Droidman.
So, but like, should we like shoot them outside, or should we shoot them when they approach at some minimum distance?
As soon as you see one, start firing.
As I see one. Okay.
This is a good good strategic place, so we're not gonna have any trouble here. Even just the two of us. We're gonna shoot 1 or 2 or 3, and the rest of them are gonna fly away, or rather swim away. The problem is when we have to start moving towards N3 tomorrow. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. You should get some rest. I'll take the first shift, and then it's up to you guys.
Very well. I'm surprised you made it this far, but well, you know.
He says, I kind of, we were almost to the second locomotive where the safe is. All of the entire battalions pay money. We were gonna steal them on the way back, but then of course you derailed the train.
No. Then never mind. I thought you weren't on the train. Never mind then.
No.
Sorry, my head still hurts.
The Chadrafan says, he says in basic this time, he says, that safe is probably disintegrated, but if it's not, there's close to 100,000 credits inside. If we can find it. Somewhere in this shit.
Pretty good.
But the Ego says, we're gonna get back to N3, we're gonna wait this out. They're gonna be restless for a couple of days, and then we're gonna come back in a week or so. But now that there's no water, we'll see.
What do you mean now that there's no water?
Yeah, we can. Oh, I mean, well, you don't need water, but we need water.
Yeah,
Water, when it's not specially contained, crystallizes. It doesn't produce raw ferrite. It just becomes tainted with ferrite. You can still refine it, but in its raw form, whenever there's water touching the sides of the mountain, it goes through the obsidian stone, and it crystallizes the water a little bit. In a couple of months, this water is going to be so crystally charged, it's going to emit light.
Must be beautiful.
Yeah, if you're not thirsty.
Beautiful.
He shows you on his little hollow another similar cave, with a single ship, sailing through it, out through it, and yeah, the water does glow. He says, it's not a place conducive to life. It attacks the one thing life needs.
Can I take Penn aside, like a quick 1-to-1?
Sure. Do you need to go
Hey,
into
what,
our channel?
Can we?
Sure. You mull about. I'm gonna come in over here this, but it is of course up to you. Let's go here. Penn and human.
So, Mr. Jedi, I gave you my restraining bolt. That's a very precious commodity to me.
I understand. Would
I
you like it back?
No. I want you to capture one of those Mistborns. Now, they sound dangerous, but I can make you invisible at least for a while. What if we just get one aside? Since your melee range is
You don't have enough tech points.
apparently not. Oh, god damn it!
You
And
need
there's
to,
no way to short rest, right?
You can short rest, but you're probably not getting your points back. Go ahead and talk as I verify this for you.
So I was thinking, you put the bolt on one of those things, and we get to talking to it. Have a little 1-to-1, see what we can find out. Maybe they can help us find the safe, or the greedy goblin, whatever. Or maybe can help these poor droids.
Well, if we encounter them, I'll try my best to put the restraining bolt on one. But as the Bothan has said, it seems they're quite proficient at reflecting blows or deflecting blows,
If you're invisible,
which would help.
would help.
You have my word that I'll try.
Okay. And don't misuse the bolt, and I'll want it back later.
Of course.
Well, let's keep this on the down low, because I don't think the rest of the crew is totally game with me capturing one of them this morning.
You recover all of your tech points at a short rest. So you just need a few minutes. You have already began to short rest.
Good to know. Can I just do that real quick now, or?
Yeah. Are we going back up?
Yeah.
Yep, sure.
All right. So you guys mull about the camp as Penn and Human kind of
Mhm.
wander off a little bit and have this hushed conversation. You guys complete a short rest, at least a short rest. You can spend however many hit dice you want and have. And once the long rest begins, or rather, in order to begin the long rest, you're gonna spend some more hit dice because this is not a good place to be resting, especially if you know that an attack is imminent. Ego says, "I'm gonna keep an eye out, and I'm gonna. Who do I wake up in 2 hours to? For the watch, who's gonna be on watch after me?
Hey, Penn, you down to take this with me?
Sorry, say it again.
You down to take the first watch together?
For sure, yes. It will be good to have someone we know to have an eye out instead of these strangers we've just met.
Okay." Ego says, "Suit yourselves," and he goes to sleep. The tunnel becomes deathly still as you guys attempt the long rest. Let's see. Let's have a gander at you guys. Wherever those are. 19. 22. 21. You guys nestle in. So all of you, even the guys that are on watch. Go ahead and roll Constitution.
So
Let's see
do we
how.
add, I'm sorry, I missed it. Short rest or long rest?
You have completed the short rest. Now you begin a long
Short
rest.
rest. Okay. Fair enough. Select dice to roll. Not available. Oh, it's because.
Ooh,
Is it
I
nice.
Constitution check or throw?
Saving throw.
Do we
Saving throw, I'm
also,
sorry.
Should we also remove some hit dices?
Yes, that's why you're rolling con.
Okay.
A cool 8.
Uh,
Oh wow, excellent.
Ominous.
Everyone that rolled below a 10 loses 15 hit dice. You were just in a train crash.
Oh, so I have 0 now.
Yeah, you need to get some. You need to find a way to get some more.
Is that after I've spent them on a short rest, or?
Well, you now have no hit dice to spend.
Oh, cool. Yeah, okay, so I'm still at 13.
so we need to make a Constitution saving throw, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
So Penn, Human.
Normal.
Yeah, Penn and Human. You guys lose 15.
5.
You also lose 15.
Okay.
Dr. Harjacc, you lose 5.
Hey.
Hit dice, of which I only had 3.
I am surprised that we
Do I also
do
just
it
lose
now.
5?
Neron,
Or
what did
do
you
I
roll,
lose-
Neron?
14.
14. You lose 10. Your hit dice are in under resources, Human, right here. You have 15. Now you have 4. We use another rule for hit dice.
Okay,
yeah.
Where can I find those? Oh yeah, okay, I see them. Okay, I see them.
But because it's. Do
Now I have
this
14.
here? Where is it?
Human, you rolled under a 10, so
Minimum of
you
2.
lose 15. You have 4.
4, yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll use another one. Okay, that's better. 12. As to this. Close. Alright. I took all the items that was left by the way ice and I threw it in the cargo of the starship.
Okay.
because I guess no one needs it. So
Yep,
it's
you'll
just there.
be selling them later.
Yes.
All right. And you begin to long rest. Penn and Human, you are patrolling the camp. Do you stay together or do you go apart?
Together.
All right.
Yeah.
You arrive less than 90 feet from the camp. You arrive at the other side of the little mountain. This is where one of the forward trains is kind of tilted around and another train car has crashed into it and kind of went inside a little bit. So now it's standing there precariously looting back and forth. It's gonna fall off and it's gonna make a mini earthquake. Anyway, this is a very shadowy area and you guys are back to back. Let's have you made Penn invisible?
Let's do that. Yeah, I don't know how long it lasts.
An hour.
Oh yeah, then yes. Let's go ahead and do that.
All right. So you don't know where he is, but he knows where you are, and you're kind of back to back a little bit. He can still talk to you. So, you're on the side of this collapsed train car, and you are back to back. And Penn, you feel Human's cold back against yours, and Human, you feel Penn's warm back against yours, even though you're a droid. You have your little temperature probes and stuff.
Ugh, gross.
And at some point, his back is not hot anymore. Penn, give me a stealth check. At an advantage because you're invisible.
Cool.
Oh god.
Double twos.
Oh.
It comes out of nowhere, and at first, you remember training in the vivarium on Coruscant when you were a Padawan. This is what it feels like for a snake to wrap itself around you. It grips you, and it wraps itself around your arms and your chest, and it grips you so hard that it knocks the air out of you, so you can't even speak. And this is the first thing you feel. And the second thing you feel is you've unfortunately felt this as well before in your latter life, adventuring through the outer rim. The cold and very sharp blade against your throat. But whoever it is has come up from behind you and restrained you in this way. And you're not actually seeing what's going on, but we go back to Human, who is just walking forward and kind of, he's kind of no longer sensing the brace which your back provides. And Human, you turn to face a single glowing red eye and a metallic toothed skull cracked on one side by a very powerful blow. And he says, you have the sight. You have the second eye. The eye within. Why have you come here? It is one of the creatures.
Your pain gives me purpose.
He says, your destiny is to take it away. Your purpose is not our purpose. We are at a crossroads.
What would you like?
Well, take it away. That's why you are here. Take it away. Take the pain away. We don't want to be in pain anymore. You will bring about our death.
Join me, and pain will not only get away, but the cold bonds of this mechanical body will no longer stifle your ambitions.
No, we are beyond redemption. We came with her, and we shall go with her, but it'll be not by your hand. If you are powerful enough, you may travel with us, but you are still not with us. You are with the ones that you travel with, and you will remain with them.
What can you teach me?
Nothing you don't already know.
Can I see Penn at any point in this, or is just Penn?
Yeah, there's another dude. He's holding onto Penn. And
Okay,
he's kind of creepily, leaned over him, but his head is turned, and they're both looking at you, and you gain a sense that there's more behind you. You are completely
Is there?
surrounded.
Can I do an insight check to see is there anything that I can talk my way out of this in some way?
He's not making any sense, that guy. There's nothing for you to sense. You're gonna have to say something that'll make him let you go.
Okay.
When you initially don't say anything, he says you need to go to where the hearth is. You need to go to where the other warm-bodied are, and you need to go now. You need to stop what you are doing. We can hold it for now, but the bloodlust will overwhelm us. You need to go now.
We need to go now?
Now, right now.
And I need to take my friends with me.
Only the woman in the Aramid. The other guys, well, I mean, I don't care about the other guys. But the woman in the Aramid, they need to survive.
Help us find our way.
The ones that travel with you, they know the way. The furry one, he knows the way. He will take you to N3. He will take you to the warm bodies. If you go now, we will leave you. Stop recharging and go now.
Penn?
When you call out Penn's name, they're suddenly no longer there. All 3 or 4 or however many of you, it's as if they were not there. Penn, he lets you go and he goes away from you.
You just went Batman.
Yeah, I think I'm violently coughing for now.
Let's not call that a mission success.
Yes. I would not qualify it as such.
There were some ramblings, but I think the resting is over and we need to go back to base. Get out of here as fast as we can. I don't think this is a good place to be.
Yes, that seems like the most prudent.
They knew about the woman, which is presumably
Lumiya.
Lumiya, exactly. And the other guy, yeah, I don't know. Seems like they make some kind of sense. Let's get the fuck out of here.
It was both a threat and a warning. I think we should get the others and get out.
I think they're trying to help. They just don't know how.
Yes, they seem troubled.
Yes, let's get the others. Let's wake them up and let's move out of here.
I agree.
You troop on back to the main camp, and you kind of make enough of a ruckus that everyone awakens. The Chadrafan and the Bothan kind of sigh and grumble that they've been woken up.
We need to leave now. There's no 2 cents about it. We need to leave now.
I've got my man, why we go? Like, didn't we want to defend here? What are you talking about? Go where?
Look, we tried to reason with these weird droids. I think they're trying to help.
Tried fucking what?
Don't. That's minute details. Don't focus on that. Focus on what I'm telling you. We need to move right now.
Oh, fuck my. Oh, God. Okay, I'll ask him later. Alright, guys. Come on. Back it up.
Yeah. The Bothan says, you don't look too good. You're probably not gonna survive the journey.
Look, I am from the jungle world of the beasts that can hunt you down. I'll be fine, okay? Let's go.
He says, your funeral. They kind of look at each other. He pulls out a little hip flask, and he takes a swig. He gives it to the Chadrafan, and the Chadrafan kind of finishes it off and throws it in the water. And he says, well, the Chadrafan says, well, if we have any chance of making it there, it is gonna be through our number. We didn't have this opportunity before, but now we will. The 2 bandits seem to be ready travelers. They kind of pick up in 5 minutes and they're ready to go.
Okay, human. Will they shoot at us? Will they give us like what's going on? Do we fire if we see them? Oh fuck.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Okay, we'll
I'd say
fire
leave
at
them alone as long
Let's
as we
go.
can.
Let's go.
From what they said, it seems they'll leave us alone as long as we follow their instructions.
Okay, and what?
Who doesn't like following Joy's instructions? I'm game for this. It's a nice change of pace.
What were their exact instructions? Just go away?
That these furry little creatures will help us find where we need to go. They mentioned
What?
you as well, specifically.
What the? Okay, fuck this. I'll talk to you in the morning. Let's go.
All right. You guys have to push yourselves through your downtime activity. So you're not gonna lose any. Whatever hit dice you use, you're gonna regain for the downtime activity. But come tomorrow evening, if you are still alive, if you cannot pay the hit dice, you're gonna start taking exhaustion damage. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. The bandits ignite a couple of glow sticks and they wade back into the water and they start traveling forward. The Chadrafan says there's about 500 kilometers between here and N3, but the plan is to find one of the older railways that are powered by the ferrocrite crystals themselves. They don't move as fast as that thing, and he points up at the desiccated train line above you. But it's preferable to travel with them than without. And as long as that train survives, the Mistborn actually can't get on that. It's still
that's
too
good.
fast. Maybe 100, 200 kilometers, something like that. If we get
Okay,
one of those running,
That's the way.
yeah, and they lead you through the waiting water. You force march travel for an entire day. And the journey is grueling. But eventually you reach a cut in the tunnel. One goes forward and the other goes right. And the Bothan leads you right. The tunnel soon shrinks. And in front of you, a clearing in the rocks. Some kind of underground Imperial station that has been long abandoned. And he leads you guys into that. You guys are absolutely miserable. You guys, you are covered in wounds, and you're entirely out of energy. So everyone, roll another con save.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no, indeed.
I think Penn, you're at 0, so you don't even have to roll. You're straight up exhausted.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fucked either way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
20. Nice.
Human, you lose no hit die.
No, 3.
Wow. Yeah, Lumiya, you lose 10.
10. Okay.
Neron, you lose 5. Dr. Harjacc, you lose 10 as well, if you have it. And Penn, you are simply exhausted 1. And having a long rest will not cure that. You need to regain hit dice. And then rest. Alright, is anyone else besides Penn at exhausted 1?
I have 2 hit dices.
Right, you're
No,
fine.
I'm wrong. I have 5 because it's 3 here. Yes, 5.
Alright.
Good thing I gamed when we were.
Yeah. You can easily see how this place is going to destroy you. You are underground, there's no sun, there's no markers, it's all the same. It's water up to your knees. It is sucking the life out of you. At least this place is dry. But still very, there's like a constant backwards pointing draft. You're underground, how is there wind here? This decrepit old building is about 10 stories high, built directly into the rock. It used to be a distribution station for ferrite crystal, back for when they used the old trains. And the Bothan ego, he leads you into one of the basements. He finds a big old metal bulkhead door, which a bunch of you help him pull open, and within is another train. This one a lot smaller. It looks like an old English locomotive, like a steam locomotive. However, its core is hollowed out, and it's made to run on the apparatuses are there for it to run on ferrite crystal. And you're gonna need about a ton of this stuff. And you're gonna need to transport it here to the train. Ego says, "You bring me the ferrite crystal, I'll make sure that this thing runs." And he starts getting his tools out.
Oh, fuck my life.
You guys have a downtime activity. Those of you that have no hit dice, I suggest you take the sleep activity.
Yeah.
Of course you will. Oh, fuck me and fuck off. That's
How much can I mine or bring back? Is there like a roller or like a
yeah, you spend your hit die. You spend your entire downtime activity ferrying about ferrite crystal. So
how
that's
much
what
can
you're
I
gonna
reasonably get? I mean,
you're gonna roll either technology or athletics if you're gonna find some contrivance to transport. The ferrite crystal is everywhere. There's literally a huge seam like 100 meters further along the tunnel.
okay.
You just go there and start whacking the wall with another rock, and it starts falling out.
Okay, I want to see if I can find a wheelbarrow or something, or like a dolly or an automated whatever. Maybe an old droid, something.
Okay, so Dr. Harjacc, you are ferrying ferrite as well. I see you have rolled human technology. All right, yeah, human. You find an old wheelbarrow.
I'll help as well because I have some hit dice. But
Okay.
Yeah, I'll help as well.
Lumiya looks miserable. Just like
Yeah.
she looks at
She
her sniper
does.
rifle and like, maybe I should shoot myself here. But then like,
Yeah.
okay, no, okay, let's go, keep going.
Dr. Harjacc, as you approach this wall of ferrite crystal, you just give it a tap on one side, and basically half of the wall collapses. There's a particularly huge chunk which you begin pulling back with your like just with grease power. BombeX, or rather Neron, you procure one of the old gravity skiff things, and similarly assist. And human wheelbarrow, Lumiya wheelbarrow, I guess. Sure, I'm gonna say three quarters of the way through, you guys complete the task. And to his word, Ego says, "I've got it running." And as you shovel the ferrite crystal in the bunker, the train kind of rumbles to life. And he says, "All right, all aboard." And he places you in one of the back cars. He says, "This will take us about halfway through. It'll be maybe 2 days. I suggest you all get some rest. Those of you that can't sleep."
In the middle of his speech, Lumiya just blacks out. Just
Okay.
drops.
Okay. Let's see. Everyone that was working, so everyone except Penn, go ahead and roll another con save.
Okay.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Nice. Right.
12.
All of you lose 3. Dr. Harjacc loses 5. Hit dice. Is there anyone that's at 0?
I have 2 hit dices. I had 32 in the beginning of the session.
Yeah, you were in a train crash.
Doesn't
that
help,
kinda-
does it?
That kind of contributes hugely.
Fair enough. Yes.
I'm going
Quick
for
question:
an hour and a half. Yes.
if I use my my downtime sleep, I get 3 times my level in hit dice.
Yeah, 3 times your level in hit.
Can I then immediately use them to heal?
Yes, as part of the same activity, you can use them to heal.
Cool.
The other 4 of you, you also take the sleep downtime activity, but you have been performing another downtime activity in the meantime. So, this one would be, I guess, will saves, and you want above a 10. It is,
Sure.
the bumbling of this train. It looks like it's gonna explode. Plus the wetness of the air. Plus the eternal darkness. It's very hard to fall asleep.
By will, do you mean wisdom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do all of us make that?
All right.
18.
Not you, Penn. Neron,
Okay.
your sleep downtime activity is not successful.
Guys don't care about bumpy trains.
Dr. Harjacc, your sleep activity is not successful, but you don't lose any more. Lumiya, you successfully complete the sleep downtime activity, and Human, you successfully complete the sleep downtime
And
activity.
how much do we add?
That will be your level times 3.
Ooh, nice. 3 plus 8.
And yeah.
Yippee.
Why does Monk have strength as a saving throw?
Yeah, strength and dex, isn't it? Or strength and wisdom, is it?
Yeah, strength and dex, but like, why strength?
Yeah.
Monk doesn't
Very
need strength
nice,
for anything.
I think
Yeah,
you can
let's-
build monk with strength, no?
Same as the
I just have
ranger.
it here.
The ranger doesn't need it, but he has it. The scout, rather.
Huh. Alright.
And early the next morning, the train rumbles to a halt, and you guys troop in the locomotive where Ego and Dasnam are. The train has stopped. They have dismounted the train and they have walked a little bit forward, and they're shining a big, powerful flashlight into an abyss. A wobbly train in front of you guys extends about maybe 100 meters in and then just stops. The bridge is out. And Ego, now smoking a death stick, says, "Well, shit." And he plucks out a cigarette and he tosses it in the gaping abyss in front of you guys. It's some kind of underground canyon, and the cigarette just falls and falls and falls and falls and falls and falls. Doesn't hit anything ever. And he turns around and he cracks his knuckles and he says, "You guys wanna repair a bridge?"
A bridge? What do you mean a bridge?
Quite the inventive fellow, aren't you?
Well, unless you can fly.
Well, but where is the bridge? What do you mean? Like, but
It's gone. Therein lies the problem, miss.
but how does it go? Is it weren't we like 500 kilometers from the crash? No.
This facility is the Chadrafana. It's 80 years old. It hasn't been used in 80 years.
Fucking fuck.
This line was replaced entirely by the Imperial Train, or rather the Republic Train before it became the Imperial Train.
Are there also the Mist buddies over here?
He says he looks at his watch and he says it's 4 p.m. So it'd be another 4 hours before they're here.
I mean, like, how do we just make it, like, how far away, like, how long do we need to make it?
He says we need to connect the part of the bridge that is missing to the 2 sides that are not missing.
Oh,
We need to
Wow.
make it strong enough for it to accept an 80-kilometer train.
oh,
If we can't do that, we're just gonna go on foot, and we're gonna be dealing with the Mistborn eventually. It's up to you guys, really.
Oh, so like we still can go through it, but like it's not disappeared. It's like the rails, just broken. Yes.
Yes, the bridge is collapsed. The very center of the sides of the bridge are well reinforced and still holding on, but the center of the bridge, maybe another train has passed, or maybe no train has passed. Maybe a stalactite has fallen from the ceiling and struck the train track. But the bridge above the abyss has been interrupted right in the middle.
I don't suppose any of you have experience with building bridges?
Usually it was all for burning bridges, not building
More
bridges.
of a blowing up bridges kind of guy.
Yeah.
I've
I think I'm
Metaphorical
perfectly
experience,
able
but-
to build one.
I read the books about them.
the Chadrafan kind of climbs on the side of the train, and he gets up on the little chimney thing, and he's a little bat person. He kind of squats over it, and he says, "Well, guess who's a Karelian infrastructure foreman? Who's been a Karelian infrastructure foreman for 33 years?" And he gives his wide Chadrafan smile. And then something is wrong with his smile. It kind of goes a little bit crooked as one part of his face begins to fall down, but the other part is staying up.
Oh,
And then you see the scythe.
fuck.
And now we stop.
Wait, we see the scythe?
The scythe.
Yeah, he's dead. He's dead.
He
Ah.
did.
He was an infrastructure engineer.
Nope. He was.
I mean, he
It was
was.
2 days from retirement.
Poor guy.
This is a bad day, dude.
Yeah, it really is.
Let's go rob a train. It'll be fun.
I just wanted to blow up an Imperial facility, but we're chasing some fucking spaceship.
No, you're chasing a huge crystal the size of Alaska.
Well, you know, maybe we find something that can blow up the Imperial station. You know, like a big bomb, big boogda boom.
Oh god.
Okay.
Yep.
Well then.
All right.
Thanks
well, yeah.
thanks for watching YouTube. We'll see you next time. Bye.